Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good morning, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and while we do have some clearing in our skies, I'm sorry to say it's going to fill in, but we'll be a little bit more on the mild side today, and actually might see a little bit of snowfall. So as we head into the afternoon here, these clouds out west will continue to build into our area, and you start to see those snow showers develop on the border. These will continue to slide across our northern counties by about 4 p.m., and then we'll see them consolidate and slide off to the southeast. Now, the main areas expecting at least some accumulation of snowfall will really be our northern counties, possibly around a half an inch to an inch. The rest of us really just a dusting from these snow showers, and they'll continue to move on through. Clouds will stick around overnight until Wednesday morning, and maybe some patchy fog as well before they quickly burn off here, and then we're left pretty much mostly sunny going into the rest of the afternoon and evening hours for a very pleasant Wednesday. Winds today, though, will be on the lighter side, actually. Instead of dealing with those gusty winds like we saw a little bit yesterday, we will see them be very light and variable, we like to call it. They tend to switch direction, and they're fairly calm. Might get a little bit breezy at times, but overall today, doing a lot better in terms of winds. But we see them start to ramp up just a little bit tomorrow, having a northerly component, which means despite having a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, we will be getting a little bit cooler because they'll be out of the northwest at about 15 miles an hour, dropping our highs into the upper 20s. But then we bounce back up Thursday, once again out of the south, allowing us to get into the upper 30s, and then into Friday, Saturday, we see those winds once again out of the north, at least some component of them, pushing us back down. But notice this, Sunday and Monday, they start kicking out of the southeast, and you see temperatures climbing there. Well, further ahead after Sunday and Monday, as we head into Christmas week, well, they begin to skyrocket. We go from 32 to 36 to 39, and then we're in the 40s by Christmas. So that is quite warm for this time of year, which means it seems like our odds of having a white Christmas are becoming less and less likely, as well, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature you need to freeze things. So if we get any precipitation and the weeks leading up to it, it's likely all going to melt because we haven't had much to accumulate at the surface. We're all trending to be warmer than normal December 24th through the 30th. About an 80% chance, I'd say, to be about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Now, in terms of precipitation, we're going to be pretty much near normal, and if we're sitting at around the 40s, the precipitation is not really going to be snowfall. It's more likely to be rain. So White Christmas is looking less and less likely, but at least we have snowfall in the forecast for today, mainly across our northern counties. We'll see that move in a little bit later in the afternoon, some light flurries, temperatures sitting in the lower 30s, mid 30s, and upper 30s further off to the south with those light and variable winds. Main snowfall chances arrive tonight around 6 to 8 p.m. We'll see temperatures sitting in the lower 20s to upper 20s. Winds will also start to kick out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow they swap out of the northwest, and while we will see a little bit more sunshine, we're sitting a little bit cooler in the 20s across the board here, maybe a couple 30s further off down south. On the city-by-city forecast, our next chance of snow arrives on Thursday, sitting in the 30s again, in some spots in the upper 30s. And then on the 10-day forecast, be a little bit windy for Friday. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 20, possibly gusting up to 30 miles an hour and cooler. But then once we start off winter, we start to see that warming trend kick in, starting on Sunday, especially with those southeasterlies. Those southerly winds really persist into the entire week ahead, which allows us to get quite warm on Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after, getting into those upper 30s and 40s.